Welcome to episode 44.
We're back.
Episode 44, the Halloween episode.
Yeah, this is
our second annual Halloween special.
Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
And that felt like we were deep into this last Halloween.
Yeah, right.
Right? When did we? 2 summers ago?
No, last summer, but like not really.
No, 2 summers ago.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, because last summer we already It's
November practically.
Well, yeah.
Time
2
flies.
days.
Time flies.
Time flies.
We're getting old.
When the rabbit has the gun.
That's what I say all the time.
That was your senior quote.
Yeah. Time flies when the rabbit has the gun. What are you for Halloween?
Me?
Yeah.
What do you think I am, Matt?
I think you're a sailor.
Yep.
Looks
Great
like
call. Really good observation from you.
Thank you. That's what I told everyone that you.
Yes. Not going to elaborate any further.
Perfect.
On that one for your sake of your career.
How's your weekend?
My weekend, Mrs. Doherty. I feel like not bad. I mean, So started off, dog's in the hospital.
Oh my God.
So
he's been in the hospital before though.
No, not really.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I picked him up.
Okay.
So I saw it firsthand. Turns out, still super old, still not great, but just ate like 2 pounds of sand.
And if that's a crime.
If that's a crime, put me in a hospital because I'll probably be really sick.
Lock me up and throw it at you.
Why do dogs? Why don't you just eat food? Why don't you just eat your food?
Because sand's so damn delicious.
He threw up like 5 rocks.
Yeah. No, my dog just eats like dirt. Like she'll just. I'm like, stop.
And the leaves.
Yeah.
Rob was telling me about his dog. Rob, our friend, is his dad's a lobsterman, and they brought in the cages at the end of the summer or whatever, and they have that like basketball court in their backyard, and they set them all there to dry, and all like the
barnacles.
Yes. All the barnacles around the cages like dried out and fell off. His dog just ate like
basically rocks.
Dude, so much of them, and the doctor was like, "Yeah, these are so sharp, they're just tearing them up from the inside." And like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Why not eat food?
So good.
Why not just eat the food?
Good. These are so good.
But yeah, my dog's all right. Cool. Weekend was. I feel like I got less hungover this weekend, which was a huge win.
That's awesome.
Saturday I was like ready to roll, listening to Beyonce in the shower.
Hell yeah.
Got dressed and I was like, oh boy, here we go. Time to go to bed.
Welcome to bed. Boy, am I tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. 3 days. I learned a lot about myself this weekend.
I did a good. Just got my locks switched at my apartment.
Oh.
So now I need a key. Woke up one day, some dude was just switching them out. We had the little pad, the PIN number, so you just had to remember a number.
Perfect.
Got home at like 4:30 in the morning. Don't have my key.
No, don't have a key.
No, I have one, but it's in my room.
Right.
And both my roommates are dead asleep. Have to be up at 6 a.m. for work. Right. And I woke them both up.
Yep. Both of you.
Yeah. Group FaceTime.
Calm down. Okay.
They weren't a big fan of that one.
I can't imagine they were.
No, So
I was in bed by 12:30 on Saturday night.
Weird.
I don't know what that's about, but I just can't. I don't think I can go out 3 nights in a row ever. I don't think.
I'm not. I don't. I also don't want to go to a bar ever again for the rest of my life. That's not true. But I don't.
Halloween weekend will do that to you. Halloween weekend is really fun and horrible at the same time.
Dude. But ultimate vibe we achieved at the beer garden.
Wow, we hit another level.
That was it.
We hit another level.
That was
peak.
peak.
See why people love beer gardens.
Yeah.
In cool areas.
My life's been so much worse since then, just because I've been living my normal life again.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Just living in the past.
Yeah.
And can you blame me?
No, the DJ was asking us for song requests.
So awesome.
It was electric.
And every single request he was impressed by. Yeah. Which is awesome.
Al Green.
Yeah.
He's like, ooh, look at these smart kids over here.
These guys are cultured.
Really awesome. Yeah. So weekend was great.
Really awesome stuff. Weekend was fine. Nothing worse than having an essay hanging over your head.
I forgot about that. Weekend was actually terrible. Worst weekend of my life. Because I was getting mentally terrorized by an essay.
Same here.
That I did today in maybe 20 minutes.
That's all it is all the time. Yeah. You just got to sit down and grind.
But I didn't enjoy a single thing up until now. Because besides the beer garden. Because I was...
Same here.
Everything was focused on this essay.
Everything. And I had a group project, which are the worst things to ever exist.
Yeah.
My
essay was minimum 750 word count.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me if this is too many words to be quotes.
Okay.
300.
Okay. That's nearly half. As long as you explain them, you're good.
I did like one sentence before, giant quote, one sentence after.
Okay. I was going to say, were you just quoting like whole paragraphs at once?
Nah, context.
What are context?
He probably doesn't know what I'm talking about. The teacher.
No,
the Buddhist.
You need him. What do you cite APA? Chicago?
MLA.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Cited Milarepa, who's like one of the main Buddhists. Like main Buddhas ever. Cited him. Milarepa, page 84.
Hey.
Favorite athlete to wear 44? Should be an
Dennis
easy one.
Seidenberg.
Okay.
What were you thinking?
Rob Williams.
Obviously.
Or
may he rest in Portland.
may he rest in Portland.
Yeah.
Like, I hope he's chilling.
Yeah, he's good. Dude.
Jerry West, the logo.
Also good.
Also number 44.
Danny Ainge.
Also number 44.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All options. Okay, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk some NFL agree, disagree.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go college football, which we're fired up about.
With our insider.
Professional college football insider. And Gates will be here. And then potentially soccer. I hope he gets soccer with our new insider,
huge.
With our new insider replaced. And then we're going to do a most unrealistic bucket list items draft.
Yes. We're going to do that, which will be awesome.
Which will be awesome.
Don't worry. Next week, we're going to get back to... Like, it's the Sports Equinox today. We didn't even mention that. We're a sports podcast.
Sports Equinox.
Next week...
Wagon Sports Equinox Special. Here we are.
Halloween special.
Halloween special. Yes.
Sponsored by Mika.
Amika. We're always here to get you there.
Yes.
Yep.
Remember that segment we did a couple weeks ago? Or is this too long of an intro?
I don't care.
Me neither.
Yeah.
We're doing this for fun.
Exactly.
This is not for anyone but us.
Nope.
No one's also listening to this besides your mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
What was that? Sorry. Peter.
Peter.
Mr. Pumpkin Eater.
He's a cannibal.
Cannibal. No, Peter!
You're gonna kill it. Okay, we'll be back with some NFL agree, disagree. All right, NFL agree, disagree. We had football this weekend and right now.
And every weekend, Sports Equinox.
Well,
So we got it all right
Sports
now.
Equinox, best day of the year.
Yeah. No bye weeks this week.
Awesome.
A lot of games.
I liked it. A lot of weird stuff happened. A lot of terrible quarterbacks.
I think this was that's tied into mine. I think this is one of the any given Sunday weeks.
Coming up or last?
No, that we just had.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
a lot of good teams lost, a lot of bad teams won.
Yep. Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. Quick football note.
Please.
Unrelated to the NFL.
Please.
Well, partially related.
Please.
Flag football will now be in the Olympics.
Oh, it's going to be featured later. I can promise.
Okay. Well, I'll just let it slide.
But I am pumped about
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Oh.
Might be.
All
right.
right.
All right. You want to go first?
I have one, so if you want me to go first, I can.
Okay, I'll go first, then you go.
Okay.
My first one, the Jaguars are contenders. By contenders, I mean this. Can play in the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, agree.
Agree. Kind of.
I agree. 13-4 in the last 17 games.
Haven't lost on the road.
All of a sudden, the 3 seed in the AFC.
Yeah.
One of the few quarterbacks that I trust right now.
Right. He hasn't proven himself yet, which is all that I'm worried about. I love Dougie P.
Yep.
The defense is
It's
probably
fine.
good enough.
It's fine. So I actually looked at some defense stats.
Yeah.
They're pretty average, but they're really good on third down.
Okay.
They're
That's all you need to do.
league.
You just need to be really good at one thing.
They get off the field.
You just need to be really good
and
at
their
one
turnover
thing.
margins. Are
Yeah,
really good.
and they have a first round pick
So that's huge
on the front lines.
overall.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I said first round pick. Probably got a couple first rounders in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I think in the AFC that's a little wonky right now.
Mm.
They're the 3 seed. I think they're contenders, and they're getting better.
Yeah, no matter how good you are on the road, playing an Arrowhead in the playoffs.
Oh, gonna be a battle.
Gonna be a battle.
Gonna be a battle. But I love that they just went on the road and beat the Steelers in shitty weather.
Yep.
I think that's huge.
Yes, you loved last year comeback versus the Chargers. That was a good playoff moment for them.
Loved it.
Yeah, they beat who they beat this year? They beat the Bills in London. So
Yeah, they just beat the Steelers. I kind of forget who else they've got, but
Probably
they were kind of up and down the
division
first couple of
games.
weeks. The Colts, I remember they beat that game.
Titans.
Yeah, kind of up and down the first couple of weeks. They seem to have found their stride as of late.
Yeah, this could be. Is this a getting too hot too early?
No, because they're not killing teams. They're
Okay.
just I don't think so. They're
Okay.
good. And again, I do trust in a weird conference. I trust Trevor Lawrence on
Yeah.
6.
I could see a little Saxonville action.
Yeah,
Getting
Josh
to that,
Allen's
going deep.
Been very good.
I do think that the AFC is so shook up right now.
Also, yeah.
It'll probably settle down a little bit, but you never know. I mean, the AFC is going to be so weird. I think they're one of the few teams that can make the Super Bowl.
Me
But
too.
you play in Miami, and then
Yeah.
the Dolphins could just have 600 yards from scrimmage
Correct.
yards, and it's just oh well,
Okay,
what am I supposed to do?
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yep, agree.
So I'll say yes.
Cool.
Sweet. You want mine?
Yeah.
We were talking about bad quarterback play earlier. A player other than a quarterback can win MVP
This year.
this year.
Okay.
Agree, disagree.
Let me
I'll
think.
give you some time to think. I have some light stats.
Yeah, please. I'm kind of blanking on who it would be.
Okay. My top two would probably be Christian McCaffrey
Okay.
or Tyreek Hill.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Agree. I agree just because the quarterback play has been so down this year. Patty Mahomes is like the same stats as like Russell Wilson. Worse. Okay. I want to pull up the Christian McCaffrey. This is how many touchdowns he has this year. He has 9 rushing touchdowns, 4 receiving touchdowns. So that would be 13.
Correct.
That is more than the Titans. Oh, no, the Patriots, the Falcons, and the Panthers all have 13.
Wow.
So that's the same as them.
Yep.
The Titans and the Bucks have 12. The Steelers and the Raiders have 11.
That's wild.
The Jets have 10, and the Giants have 9.
That's
So he has the same or more touchdowns than 9 teams.
valuable.
Which, I don't know how football... I mean, I'm not a coach. I'm just a casual fan sitting on my couch drinking beers. I'm pretty sure touchdowns are points, and the more points you have, you win.
That seems like value.
Yeah.
That's what value is.
Christian McCaffrey has 13 touchdowns. Almost 1,000 scrimmage yards.
I love that.
And Tyreek Hill is on pace to beat the receiving record by over 350 yards.
Yeah.
So if he does that and scores close to 20 touchdowns, like 18 touchdowns or something, and he has 2,200 receiving yards,
How could he not be?
how is that not at least an argument?
Love it.
The only thing that's kind of scary in Tyreek is A.J. Brown is also on pace to beat the receiving record. That would be
Brown is
crazy.
so good.
Imagine they had 2 receivers over 2,000 yards.
I've been noticing this, and everyone has. But like guys all of a sudden that are like it kind of like historically is like quarterback's really the only position that's worth more than a point, right?
Right.
But like A.J. Brown is worth more than a point. So is Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
Like,
so is
they
Christian
just
McCaffrey.
and McCaffrey. Like they're just like more point. It's crazy. Like it's great. Like oh my god, the things that A.J. Brown has been unlocking for the Eagles and Tyreek. Like it is so, especially us watching Patriots games all the time.
Yeah.
Like how crazy is it? Jalen Hurts. I'm just gonna fucking jump ball. By the way, every game. Jump
Yeah.
ball. Okay, 6 points.
Someone's down there.
6 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. And Tyreek, I'm just gonna run faster than everyone.
Jalen Hurts also has like an argument for
sure.
because he
think so,
probably
too.
has 6 or 7 rushing touchdowns,
Yeah.
and
No, he
they're going to be a top seed.
They threw 4 passing touchdowns last week.
There's only 5 quarterbacks in the league that have more passing touchdowns than McCaffrey does have touchdowns total. So it's like
It's right there right now.
it's right there, and one of those quarterbacks unfortunately just tore his Achilles.
Kirk, dude.
Yeah, and one of them is Russell Wilson, who obviously won't win MVP. So it's not crazy to say, dude.
Not at
Wow,
all.
Sam Howell is tied for 6th in passing touchdowns.
That's wild. Lamar Jackson?
Okay. Yeah, I love Lamar Jackson.
Me
I'm
too.
all the way back in.
Me too.
Um,
It's crazy. McCaffrey slipped to like 8th-ish, 9th, I think. But he's kind of right in the mix of like a lot.
I don't think so. I think if there's any year that it could happen, it would be this year.
Yeah.
I don't think it probably won't happen, but I promise you, if McCaffrey sticks up to this, he'll be like it'll be on SportsCenter.
Especially
There'll
like,
be a conversation on First Take being like, should a running back win MVP?
and if he has, I don't know the schedule off the top of my head. I assume they have another primetime game or two.
I think they have a bye this week. Cause did you see that clip of Nick Bosa going up to Joe Burrow? He's like, "Oh, great game, dude. I love you, but you just made my bye week hell."
Oh, dude.
Bummer, dude.
Bummer, dude. But if they have another primetime game or two, because it's so narrative driven.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
McCaffrey scores 3 on Monday Night Football. All of a sudden, that's absolutely the narrative. You know?
I still believe it's gonna be Tua.
I do too. I'm not out on Mahomes though yet. I'm really not.
They play the Eagles on the road.
That'll be fun.
If McCaffrey goes nuts in that game,
That's what I'm saying. It's narrative driven for sure.
ooh, zooey mama.
All right. I should have led with this. Next one.
Yeah, next. Well, let's just do the next one.
That's the Patriots are definitely bad.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Agree.
Yeah. What is that?
Agree. Well, I'm telling you
The sky is definitely blue.
Well, it was after that Bills one. There was a sprinkle.
No,
It was like,
there wasn't a
was
single
there?
sprinkle.
There was. I'm not talking
No, there
about
wasn't.
us. I'm talking about the Boston people.
No, you.
Not I. Not me.
I knew
Definitely don't watch
for.
last week. No, but they're definitely bad.
They looked better against this Dolphins team than they had the first 5 weeks.
Correct.
So.
Correct. Never lost to Belichick, Tua, which is pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, I
Maybe
forgot
7-0.
about that. Yeah.
7-0, 8-0. 7-0.
I think this is just a classic Belichick versus a young coach who's innovative. Like, this is going to start happening if he's still the coach for the next couple years, and it has been happening. Like, he just can't.
It's so
There's nothing he
apparent.
can do.
There's that, and then there's also just the players. Like, it's so apparent when you have guys like Tyreek Hill and
Jalen
Waddle just wide open. It's like, yeah, this is what happens when you have guys.
Yeah.
Not
Which
a lot
Raheem
of-
Mostert, I was reading off these stats. I didn't want to mention earlier because, like, it would just ruin my argument.
Right. Okay.
12 touchdowns.
Crazy talk.
Raheem Mostert.
Crazy talk. Unbelievable. I have a little quarterback thing
Okay.
that I just sort of drumming up this weekend. And it's been said before, but kind of related to Mac. You see how all these guys, all these different quarterbacks are succeeding, and a lot of them, it's disgusting. I think NFL quarterbacks are good if they've gone through adversity before.
Yeah.
Like when you have a
Like
guy
Jordan
like
Love.
Mac, yeah, right, which he didn't really go through adversity.
Well, yeah, he did.
He didn't.
Well, he
so
grew on the bench
kind
for
of
3 years.
My argument.
Okay.
Mac Jones on the most dominant college team ever shows up and it's just horrible, and it's like, oh, Tua had the same situation as
Paralyzed.
Mac.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Tua with the
Close.
same situation as Mac, basically in college. It's like, oh, what are we doing? We're just recreating Alabama in Miami, and it's working really good.
So, do you think Tua won't they can't win a Super Bowl because he hasn't been through?
No. I'm telling you, that's the outlier.
Oh,
that
he's
is-
the outlier.
Yeah, you just create your college team, which is crazy to do, but it's awesome that the Dolphins did it.
Not all quarterbacks have been through something like
I think all successful ones kind of have.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Texas Tech. He went 13-19 in college. He was ranked 398th heading into. He was recruited 398th prospect.
All right.
That feels like adversity to me. Cliff
All right,
Kingsbury,
player.
No 5 stars. Adversity. Joe
Okay.
Burrow.
All right, dude. Chill.
Had to transfer from Ohio State. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's all I got in the Patriots.
I want your updated quarterback rankings. What are our thoughts on Brock Purdy?
I need to see more. I don't want to jump
Okay.
off the ship yet. I think one more week.
If he has another bad week, you're writing him off?
I'm not writing him off. I'm just like, okay, not as good as I thought he was.
Okay, that's fair.
He's made a really bad mistake. He's hasn't been great at coming from behind, And again, playing a good Bengals team, it's rolling. But I need one more week to really decide, because this league is absolutely insane. He could go out and throw 4 touchdowns in 22 of 24, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, he totally could.
But
He
what
didn't
about
look.
you?
He didn't.
You've never been as high as I've been on.
No, I haven't. I still think he's really good. I think
He made 2 throws where I was like, jeez.
I am a believer, not even in football, in every sport, that the system and the team around you does matter. So they obviously have a great team around you and a great system.
No
So
Trent Williams.
no Trent Williams,
Such
no
a different team
Debo,
with no Trent Williams.
no
Talk
Debo.
about most valuable player.
Yeah. Plus, guys just have bad games. That's just sports.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not out on him.
Yeah.
But I don't think. No, I might have said he's I still think he's a top 10 borderline quarterback, right around.
Okay.
Ish,
I think a lot of
right
people
around
would
there.
disagree with you right now.
I still think he's right around
But
there.
I would not. And I need to see another week. I'm not, again, if
There's so much recency bias in the NFL.
and I'm so guilty.
From us too. I'm not just saying.
so
I'm
guilty
not-
of this.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm done deciding things after 1 week.
Yeah.
it's-
If I were to rank quarterbacks just on this year,
Yeah, sure.
he would probably be a little higher.
Yeah.
But if I were to rank quarterbacks in the NFL,
Big picture.
big
yeah.
picture, obviously I'm taking Lamar. I'm taking
Burrow,
I'm
right?
taking all these guys.
Yeah. And Burrow's back. But,
Burrow's back, but week 4, I would have been Brock Purdy's better than Joe Burrow this year.
Right.
Because he was. But I mean,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow hurt calf, whatever.
Yeah. I'm not breaking any news here, and we've said it before. I just
Edge a lot.
I've said that before.
That's not breaking any news
Not
here,
breaking
guys.
any news. It's just why wouldn't you invest in these individual crazy playmakers? I don't understand it.
We've been on that
I
one.
don't understand
Yeah.
it. Every week I watch.
What's a 7th round draft pick?
Every week I watch AJ Brown and I'm like, oh my god, he is the whole. He's not the whole team. He's not that, but
Yeah.
he's absurdly.
Which, by the way, shout out Sirianni and the whole Eagles.
And Howie Roseman, dude.
Because AJ Brown was like, "Oh, dude, pass me the ball more."
Okay.
I'm a stud, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, it's a
You
great
are a
idea,
stud.
great idea."
You are a stud.
And then broke the
Influences the
record
game.
for 125
Oh my
yards.
god, they're giving up. What they give up for Tyreek? A first, and I don't even know if they gave up a first.
Well, they lost their first round pick for.
Maybe that was it.
They lost. They
But
didn't have
gave
a
up
pick last
lot.
year because
I
it was
know.
like,
They're like, oh, for a wide receiver? Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
oh yeah, he has.
Do it.
Yep.
They're one of the best teams in the league.
He's gonna have 2,300 receiving
It
yards.
is just do it, and I understand it. It didn't used to be that way. It didn't used to be that way.
No, yeah,
But it is now.
but the thing is, no, you're right. But the running back thing to me has been
I think it's
real evident this year. But the paying them,
Yeah, but then you get a guy like McCaffrey, and it's like, oh my god.
I know McCaffrey's a special case, I think, because
Yeah,
he's
I
one of
think
those running
so.
backs that can win
All-timers.
MVP.
Yeah.
But we were talking in the beginning, they were like, "Oh, you got to pay these running backs," and look at how many of them have
No, you don't
really
need to.
been paying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but I think with receivers, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Like DeAndre Swift.
So good.
So good.
So good. And they just got him for like a 4th or a 5th.
Yeah.
If that. It's unreal. I just don't. It stems because I'm a Patriots fan, and I'm like, why not?
Well, at least we'll have Kendrick Bourne for the rest of the season.
Nope.
Oh, what?
Crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. It's all right. Yeah. So that's just that. Again, not
Hey, projected the 3rd pick right now.
I know. I'm pumped about that.
Yeah.
I just see it, and I'm like, how could we not? How could we not? Every good team, they have difference makers on the outside. Please. Seems obvious.
Yeah. Some
Ask
bad
Bill
teams
Belichick.
also have difference makers, though.
And that's one of their highlights. Okay, one more. The Bengals are back.
Yeah,
Agree.
agree.
You want to agree?
Yeah, I don't. They were getting close to like panic button at the
Yeah.
beginning of the season,
Yep.
but they did the same thing last year. I think
Same
we all
thing.
kind of knew they would find their stride.
And Burrow.
If by this point they only had like 2 wins
Yeah.
and they were playing bad and Burrow looked bad, I
Yeah.
would have been like, call it off, like
Yeah.
panic button.
Burrow looked unbelievable on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know if I watched a ton of that game.
Explosive, and he talks about it at the end after the game. Like he was like, "No, I worked on that this offseason." Like he was
Oh.
he had like designed QB runs. for
Oh,
first
that's
downs.
awesome.
Yeah, it was.
They started doing that with like Trevor Lawrence too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Why
oh yeah,
would- why wouldn't you?
what an athlete.
Yep, please.
Also,
Huge
I don't know why they
athlete,
don't do it
huge
with Justin Herbert either. Athlete.
Yeah,
His over-under for rushing yards every game is 9.5.
At least the stride. He's 6'5".
6'5".
Like
He could fall down and pick up 2
That's
yards.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some stats about the Bengals: week 1 through 4, Joe Burrow's 10+ air yards, 29%. Week 4, 5 through 8, 61%.
Okay.
So there we go.
All right.
All the way back, I think the Bengals again have done it every single year.
Do you think
Because
Jamar Chase is the? Where does you rank him? Do a quick receivers rank for me. Well, with
I think AJ Brown's the best receiver in football.
okay, I think it's Tyreek Hill.
Again, splitting hairs, but AJ Brown leaps off my screen every Sunday. So does Tyreek Hill. But
My thing with Tyreek Hill is he's such a difference maker, and he's like just a short dude. Like he's obviously super quick, but all these other guys that are the best receivers in the league, you look at Devontae Adams, like DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Brown. They're all big, physical, good. Like Tyreek Hill's a good route runner, but they have the feet. They're just big and physical, and that's how they dominate. Tyreek Hill is just like give him the ball, 80 yards after the catch every time. So that for
quick,
me is
too.
way more impressive.
Yeah, his ability to flip a game in a second. Is nuts.
Yeah.
And he does it all the time. I've just been seeing these. It's for me, it's as impressive seeing Tyreek blow by guys that it is
Those contested catches.
those contested like AJ Brown was just
That one-hander was
caught him
awesome.
just like that.
Yeah.
And he does it. He's been doing it every week.
Yeah,
It's
he's
crazy.
pretty dope.
Yeah, it's crazy. He maybe it's just because Tyreek Hill's just wide open, which is totally impressive. But you see that and you're like, oh, he just caught a wide open ball.
Yeah.
Or the AJ Brown, I'm like, no way, he can. Oh my god, he just got
That was sweet.
Yeah,
It's like seeing a short dude dunk.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, wow.
Or a poster.
Yeah.
yeah. But instead of just whatever. Hey, thoughts on Will Levis? We'll ask Gase about this too.
Okay, thoughts on Will Levis. I need another week, obviously.
Oh, of course.
Just to see if even next week he looks mediocre, I'll say he's great.
Yeah.
It was just the jerseys. I couldn't tell if it was the jerseys or Will Levis.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was either like the jerseys. I think I could have thrown for 4 touchdowns in those jerseys.
Yes. Also, DeAndre Hopkins was wide open a couple of those times.
Beast.
But,
Which
hey,
no shame in that. Got to hit the
None.
targets. Play who you
None.
play.
I was shocked that he played that well.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was very low on him.
that was a good game. The over under was like
It was.
37.5,
Yeah.
and the final score was like 58 combined.
That's
I
good.
think it could be good though. I mean, he had top 3 buzz going into
He
the
did.
draft, and
And then the
he
Mayo
just
stuff.
got his first game, and I was like, oh,
okay.
he's pretty good.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Think Derrick Henry gets traded tomorrow?
Oh, that's tomorrow, huh? At 4:00. I don't know. I don't know. You see, Leonard Fournette's going to sign with the Bills.
Bills. Yeah.
Yeah, James
Interesting.
Cook.
I thought he was good.
I thought he was good too.
Weird.
Thought he should get more touches, and they just keep splitting them.
Interesting. Dalvin Cook, by the way. Where'd he go?
Died.
No. Fuck. Okay.
Came back to life though.
Okay. Good.
DeMar Hamlin.
We're fine. DeMar Hamlin did. All right. We're gonna take a break and come back with some college football stuff.
Yeah, we love football.
All right, and we're back with
We're
our
back.
college football insider Andrew Gase. Where did I put him last time? I put him right here. No, I think I put him on this side of the screen. Where did I
Okay.
put him? I forget. Oh, I think I do. I do this thing now. Maybe he's
Okay.
over there.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Gase. Hey, Gase,
What up?
you're over there. I forget. Thanks for joining us. Kind of a weird stretch for college football.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
college football.
weird.
We knew it was kind of one of those seasons where it's like
It's weird.
any given Saturday.
Weird stuff's gonna happen. So Michigan has gotten busted for cheating, and I don't really understand it.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's cheating. I'd say it's extra effort.
Yeah. What would you say? What say you?
I'd say it's Jim.
It's big time cheating.
I don't know. I just Jim Harbaugh ball.
Yeah, it's one thing to do it like on film, but to buy 35 games worth of tickets to games that are just not even in your own conference, like going to Washington versus Oregon, going to the other playoff game that was going on while you were getting throttled by TCU. That's something.
Big football fan, maybe.
Loves the game.
So like the mastermind behind this is Connor Stallings, something stupid. Ex veteran, which is cool. But the weird part about this is he has a 600-page manifesto on how he was going to take over the Michigan program.
Yeah.
Red flag.
I don't know. Manifestos usually are
Sue me.
good stuff.
Yeah.
So what he's been doing over the last 3 years is buying tickets to these big matchups like Ohio State versus Penn State, teams that could probably give Michigan some trouble if they were playing. He'd film the signs, and then he'd stand on the sidelines right next to Sharon Moore with the defensive coordinator. It was Jesse Minter last year. And he would just tell them like what's coming. Like I just saw a cutout on Twitter earlier that was like he's on the field right next to the D coordinator, and you can just see him go, here's a pass play coming. And it's like it's a huge advantage.
I don't know. No, it is. I think the real problem with this is the fact that college football players can't like have the microphone in their head.
I think this will lead into the green dot coming into college football, because this is a huge case, especially where Jim Harbaugh was probably going to sign. Well, I don't know if he was going to sign the extension. It seems like he wants to be back in the NFL. But if Michigan's taken away that extension, like they did last night, that kind of gives him his gateway back into the NFL. If he gets suspended and stuff. But I think the most interesting thing that has come out of this is Michigan supposedly helped South Carolina game plan for Tennessee because they didn't want to play Tennessee in the playoffs. And you'd think like, oh yeah, an offense like that could give them trouble with like how fast they go. Hendon Hooker and Cedric Tillman and Jalen Hyatt obviously gave a ton of teams trouble. They don't face that in the Big Ten because there is no offense in the Big Ten. It's, they run the ball, they play defense, which they could play defense. We don't know because the offenses suck. But you could go through some stats on Spencer Rattler prior to the Tennessee game. Prior to the Tennessee game, he was a 65% completion percentage, 9 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 200 yards per game.
Okay.
So he sucked. Versus Tennessee, out of the blue, he was 81%, 6 touchdowns, 0 picks, 440 yards.
Wow.
I don't know. People get hot.
That is very hot.
People get hot.
But yeah, that's not great, especially given that Shane Beamer has been fined in the past from taking information from other teams, who's the head coach at South Carolina currently. And I think the South Carolina D coordinator or the offensive coordinator worked under Harbaugh at one point. So it's just like you're kind of playing detective all day. The other thing is like Michigan's success came out of nowhere in 2021. They went 2-4 during the COVID season. They sucked, absolutely sucked. And it's not like they signed this godly recruiting class. Corum was on the team last year. Edwards was on the team last year. Hutchinson and Ojabo were there. Like, what changed? That's when the scandal started was 2021. Prior to 2021, Jim Harbaugh in his 6 years was 47-22. Since then, he's 33-3. That don't add up. That don't add up. I don't get it. So I think this is the first time in probably about 10 years that everybody wants to see Ohio State win, which is the craziest thing. Usually everybody hates Ohio State.
I, for some reason, like Michigan more now. Is that crazy?
Yeah, and I saw something on Dion, like, well, you still got to play ball. Yeah, but, like, if you know what's coming, is that not a huge advantage? Like, one of the most successful plays in football is the play action because they fake the run to the pass. The defense doesn't know if it's a run or a pass. Like, I just, like, that.
I feel like if you're not really cheating, you're not trying. And Jim Harbaugh needed his job.
It's tricky. I go back and forth because I do. it is crazy where I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't you do that? Like, everyone does that. And then I'm like, you tell me those numbers, and I'm like, those are pretty impactful numbers. So,
Yeah, I am anti-crime, noted, but I'm not anti-exploiting rules.
I think you're cheating, though. I don't think you can't do that.
Well, cheating's not a law. Like, that's not.
Okay, well, but like in the NCAA, like you can't steal signs.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I know, but it's not like an arrestable offense.
Scouting in person is like a huge no-no.
I'm just saying they did break the rules.
Well, the thing is, you can steal signs during the game, but you just can't do it the day before. I mean, time's a construct.
Yeah. Okay.
It would be one thing if like they were watching film and they're like, oh, it looks like they did this with that play or they did this with that sign. If you're buying tickets for both sides of the field and sending people there to, video, and then you are caught on the sidelines with a whole call sheet of their hand signals, like that's one thing. And I loved the excuse that somebody made that was like, who knows? He could have just been buying the seats for former veterans to see their favorite team.
Sounds like you hate veterans.
I do not.
No.
Is it only like a problem because he works for Michigan? Obviously.
No, I forget the rule. It's like
Well, like,
13.1C or something, where like filming other teams at an away venue is. I just read about it. That's why I know. Filming other teams is completely illegal at an away venue or something like that.
For sure.
It's insane. It goes to show you like just how crazy this college football season's been. It just adds to the story.
It's been nuts. Good segue into what is going on with Caleb Williams. Does Caleb Williams stink? Please tell me, because I don't know what to make of it.
Versus top 25 defenses in his college career, he is 2-3, 6 touchdowns, 6 picks. Not great.
Not great.
Not great.
Not great.
Not great.
Is his offensive line any good?
Their whole offense is nasty. They probably get the second best offense in the country. But
they scored 50 points.
Yeah, like they're very good. I think LSU's better. I think they're just more complete. But it is very concerning to see how he's struggled. And if you add in Utah from last year, they were like the 26th ranked defense, he's like 2-5 now. Yeah. But you add in a couple more touchdowns, I think another pick, it kind of evens out, but still not great versus the ranked top 25 defenses, not great versus ranked teams in general. And they almost lost to Cal last week, which wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
Wasn't his fault. He played great. But if you kind of look at Lincoln Riley's track record with these quarterbacks here, Baker kind of sucked in the NFL. Kyler, not what we thought he was going to be in the NFL. And you can go, oh, the Browns kind of didn't treat him fairly. Oh, the Cardinals stink. Well, they were, tasked to rebuild those teams. So
right. Spencer
not great
Rattler.
for old Caleb Williams. Yeah, Spencer Rattler.
Yep.
Spencer Rattler's good when he knows what's coming.
If you just wait till he's thrown to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, true. If you had the number one pick right now in the NFL, who would you take?
I'd still take Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, okay. You have to.
Okay. So it's not time to sound the panic alarm. It's just a little concerning.
But this is my question to you guys.
Okay.
What quarterback in the draft do you want the Pats to take if they get rid of Mac Jones? And you can't say Caleb Williams or Drake May because I don't think they'll be there when they pick.
Okay, well, they have the third pick right now. All I'm saying.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, so they could take Drake May, but for the exercise, no Drake May.
Okay.
Is Riley? I kind of like Riley Leonard, but honestly, if they're there, I want Marvin Harrison Jr.
And then get somebody else late, a Michael Pratt, McCarthy.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate an older guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go. I don't know. I was gonna say like Bo Nix, but like
the only one I said I didn't want was Michael Penix.
I don't want him either. I think his throwing motion is so whack.
Yeah, you have.
So I think he's a good player, but it just seems like he kind of has it tailor-made in that offense with those 3 elite wide receivers, kind of a not translatable play calling.
Yep.
Their offense. But I think he's good. I just don't think he would fit in New England.
Yeah, I would so much rather them just take Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he's going to be an absolute stud, and we just need a quarterback. I wouldn't. What's your thoughts on Riley Leonard?
I think he's good. I think he adds a ton of value with his legs, and I think Duke would have beat Florida State had Mike Elko not benched him in the fourth quarter or second half. I didn't get to watch the game.
Yeah.
But I know that they benched him late, which made no sense. I know he was playing banged up, but the backup, I'd rather have Riley Leonard at, 40% than the backup scrub at 100.
Right. Agreed. I don't.
Also, Marvin Harrison Jr. though, because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said something about him not being in the Heisman.
Why is Marvin Harrison Jr. not in the Heisman conversation? For me, it's like similar vibes to Devontae Smith in 2020.
No,
Why not?
not true.
Different
Okay.
team.
So he has 48 catches, 889 yards, 8 touchdowns. Luther Burden out of Mizzou, who is an absolute freak, has 61 grabs, 906 yards, 6 touchdowns. But then there's this guy named Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is a baller. 56 catches, 981 yards, leading the country in that, and 9 touchdowns. So he hasn't been the best wide receiver like Devontae Smith was. But Devontae Smith also wouldn't have won the Heisman had Jalen Waddle not gotten hurt. Probably would have been Mac Jones. Emeka Ibuka hasn't been 100% the last few weeks. That's why Marvin Harrison's numbers have been inflated. Not inflated. He's a great player. But if he can take over the rest of the year like he has been playing these last few weeks, and he's the reason that they beat Michigan, he'll be in New York for the ceremony.
Yeah.
If he wins it, I don't know, but he should definitely be there. I also think if Brock Bowers played this whole year, he would have been in New York because he was putting up ridiculous numbers.
Yeah. Okay. Question answered.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
So what was you guys' answers for the quarterback? You said Riley Leonard. You said
It's tricky.
Well, I would love Drake May.
I would love Drake May.
yeah. I feel like he would be the perfect option, but just staying the Patriots, like say they don't trade Mac and they don't tank, they go like I don't know 7
I don't think they win 7 games. I really don't.
I mean, their next 5 games are pretty easy.
Yeah, you did say that.
I know, but we also are so injured, and Mac Jones is our quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great.
Who's better right now, Michigan or Georgia?
It's the weirdest assessment you can do because, like, how much have they been cheating this year? You don't know. They both haven't played anybody, but Georgia's played. I think they beat up on a bad Florida team last week, and then they played Kentucky at home, who was ranked, but they really shouldn't have been ranked. The NCAA just overranked them to give Georgia a ranked win. They do it all the time. But yeah, tough one this week with Mizzou. Luther Burden's a stud.
Dude, Keon Coleman is a stud.
Keon Coleman is a stud.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah.
Good player.
Really good.
But I still think if Burden's only a sophomore. So
Wow.
if Burden was draft eligible, he'd be the second wide receiver off the board with ease.
Damn.
And then I think the dude out of Washington is a freak too. Rome Odunze or Oduns, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
He's nasty too. But yeah, crazy deep wide receiver class, which bodes well for, us Patriots fans.
Yes. Correct. Hey, Will Levis. What's going on? Is Will Levis good?
Okay. Every squirrel gets a nut every once in a while.
Well, that was
Who did they play?
one for
Atlanta?
Atlanta. AJ Terrell.
It was the jerseys.
Right.
Just wait.
The jerseys.
Did they finally get the run game going too? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, well, he
Don't
threw
underestimate
4 touchdown passes.
Don't underestimate the girlfriend going backstage at the Morgan Wallen
Yes.
concert and now broken up.
I heard about that.
Factor. So, all I'm saying.
I'm in.
Yeah, he thanks.
Okay.
I hate him.
Okay. All right.
I'd rather have Mac Jones than Will Levis.
Wow, that's wild.
Okay.
That's absurdity. That's absurdity talk.
I think it gets to a point where, like, bad quarterbacks are just bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And mediocre quarterbacks are just mediocre.
We're just all delusional.
Yeah.
I said it a couple weeks ago. There has never been a worse quarterback play.
Yeah.
Earlier on the show,
Play this year has been terrible.
Gage, earlier on the show, I said I think McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill could win MVP.
Yeah, I mean, if Tyreek Hill gets to 2,000 yards, it's tough. It's tough not to give it to him, or it's tough not to give it to Tua, because Tua's stats, if he gets to 2,000, are going to be ridiculous.
Right. Anything else you want to get off your chest?
What do you got? Give us your final 4. What do you got?
Right. So I said on neutral site, the 4 best teams right now are 1, Georgia, 2, Michigan, 3, Oregon, and 4, Alabama.
Alabama. No bias. I love Oregon.
No Florida
Neutral
State.
site right now.
No Florida State.
What?
No Florida State.
No, I think they're sleeping. Not Giants, but sleeping time bomb.
Okay.
Sleep
I think the
Yeah.
ACC just sucks.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
look at like people were so high on UNC.
Lost to
They ranked them
Virginia.
above Alabama. At one point, they just lost to Georgia Tech and Virginia.
Yeah.
They lost to Virginia at home.
Yeah.
You had the audacity to put them in the top 10.
It was fall
Based on-
break for UNC, so.
Right.
But then you get boat raced. Well, you don't get boat raced, but you get thraxed by Georgia Tech,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
stinks. Sneaky good slate of games this week though with LSU versus Bama. I'll be there.
Oh, Bama this week. That'll be fun.
Yeah, my dad's coming. It's gonna
Nice.
be sweet.
Nice.
Mizzou at Georgia. I think that's like 15 versus number 1.
Mhm.
Texas versus Kansas State. Quinn Ewers is not playing. Didn't
Yeah.
play last week.
We gonna see Arch Manning?
Plenty of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
No, it'll be Malik Murphy,
Yeah.
who's a freak.
Also,
And then USC versus Washington. The over/under is set at 76.
76.
That's a lot of
Where
points.
is it? Where is it?
I think it's at Washington. No, it might be at USC.
If it's at Washington, Washington's a lock.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're just talking soccer.
You know us as we do. Americans talking soccer.
So there's an account on TikTok that I just realized like a week ago that like duets like all of our soccer videos and just shits
This old
on
guy.
us.
Yeah.
This old guy.
Gets a
Well,
lot of views.
like
off it.
4 million on one. Yeah.
So
it's
we're gonna go
crazy.
back.
So he's
to-
old,
We're gonna
so-
go back to the well.
Yep. Yes.
For our listeners, we're here with our friend Benjamin
The
Deemy,
radio audience.
who you might remember from
Hello.
Canada.
Canada,
Yes.
the Canada
The
episode.
Canada
Latest
episode.
debut.
Tune
Yeah.
into that if you didn't watch it.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
So soccer's been happening.
It has.
And
It feels like soccer's always happening.
always. And an MLS player just won the Ballon d'Or.
Yes, the first
MLS
MLS
is
player
king.
to win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. Yep.
Lionel Messi wins the Ballon d'Or like he should.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think going into this World Cup, Messi had a lot of weight on his shoulders. I think the amount of pressure he had to win that World Cup is unlike any pressure I think any football player has ever had. And for him to just go out there and perform, score, I don't even know how many goals it was, but
I don't think he scored.
yes, a lot of people have said that the World Cup was controversial. I know we touched on it, but I think it's crazy to say that World Cup is rigged, and I think Messi deserves to win the Ballon d'Or, and I really don't think there's really question about it, in my opinion. I know a lot of people were like, Erling Haaland should have won it.
Had one of the greatest individual seasons ever.
Way
Of
more
course.
goals, right?
Way more.
Yeah.
However, I mean, wins the treble. I totally understand, but I think the problem with the Ballon d'Or, if you're going to look at it in that way, is it's player voted, right? So
Oh, really?
True.
I think it's half. Was it half player voted
half
and
press.
half
Oh, that's neat.
the committee or whatever? I don't even know who it is, but
that's true.
but if the player's gonna vote, they're gonna vote Lionel Messi, right? I mean, won the World Cup, and the players love him, and everyone wanted him to win it, so that's why he won, and that's why I think he should have won.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's like a respect thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ballon d'Or, MVP of soccer. The MVP of soccer is now in the MLS. So is it fair to say that the MLS is now the best soccer league?
I mean,
It would make sense. All the other American sports leagues.
We
are
have the
best,
only
so-
current, like, the.
the MLS is the best ever soccer player ever, so that means they're the best league in the world, right?
I don't
We have
know.
the best
I don't know,
player
so-
right now. Yeah, we have the best player.
I mean, I'm just reading what's in front of me.
I know. I mean,
Just reading what's in front of me.
paper has it. So,
Zimmerman.
Quote me.
big Zimmerman
Oh,
fan.
Walker.
Big Z.
Oh, defensive player of the year.
Big Z.
Yeah. Natural SC. They're right on
They
their
got some
right on their
stats.
way to a MLS Cup championship this year.
Oh, jeez.
Would-
Yeah,
would
he's
you-
gross.
What'd
Yeah.
you pull up over there?
Okay, this is a guess the player.
Guess the player.
Yeah.
Like the footy player?
Mhm.
Okay.
3 Ballon d'Ors, 5 league titles, 1 domestic cup, 2 domestic super cups. I don't know what any of these are. Well, I know what the first 2 are. 1 World Cup, 2 European Golden Boots, 2 World Cup Golden Boots, 1 World Cup Silver Boot, and 3 league top scorers.
Jeez, I think
I think I've seen this before.
Have you?
But you go for it.
Oh, I'm gonna be so wrong. I feel like
I think so too.
I'm gonna say Zidane.
Okay. what do
That's
you-
the difference between Messi and Ronaldo.
that's the statistical difference between Messi
Ronaldo
and
has
Ronaldo.
more.
That's how much more Ronaldo has.
Damn.
No, that's crazy.
I know. I mean, like,
so many.
those stats, like, for a player alone, like, they're probably, what, like, top 5, top 6 players ever?
Oh yeah.
And that's the difference between Messi and Ronaldo. I think it's... I mean, now there's no freaking debate who the best player in the world is.
What's
All time.
what's
You
their
seen
like?
what Ronaldo's been doing?
What's their
Most goals by anyone in the world since January.
Okay,
So
Is that true?
Another Ballon d'Or for
Yeah.
Messi.
Compared to, I mean, like, I have no idea, like, random leagues, but him compared to your top 5 European leagues.
Okay, he's also playing Saudi Arabia, which,
36 goals.
Okay.
This year, so.
I go to Saudi Arabia, I'm scoring at least 7.
No.
If I play
You
90
haven't scored for
minutes...
for your college team.
We're just going to pass
We're just gonna pass that over. Move on. I don't know who the hell said that.
Well. Anyway.
Damn, that
Are
really
you
hit
crying?
deep.
No, I mean,
We're
yeah,
really
I could
proud
score
of
in
him.
Saudi too. It's just
Yeah, for
light.
sure. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Put a sailor over there. He's scoring 15.
Howdy-ho.
Probably gonna kill me.
Who's winning the Premier League?
Oh, shit.
Kind of open. Tottenham. Could it be
Tottenham's not going to win the Premier League. I don't think, that's not going to happen.
Why not?
Liverpool.
I mean, think about the results they've had. All right, Arsenal should have beat them, right? The mistake by Jorginho, that should be their loss, whatever shit happens. The game against Liverpool,
They shouldn't have even won that.
they shouldn't have won that. That's
Yeah.
2 losses, right? I mean, they still got some big games to play. They still haven't played Man City yet, so
Yeah, but if you
Gotta play
squeeze them out,
United again.
yeah, because United's a great team.
yeah, but
right?
if you squeeze out, like if you get points against those other good teams, no matter how you got them, like it's still that's all that matters at the end, right?
Yeah,
Whoever's the
I
most
mean,
points. So
I mean, if we're looking in terms of that,
whether it's BS or not, like
They're getting them, but it's not sustainable, is what you're saying.
but
okay.
yeah, but I think Arsenal will go undefeated again this season.
Okay.
Well, they already have like 4 ties. So.
We still haven't lost a game though.
Okay, so Invincibles Part 2 is
Yes.
loading.
All right. I mean, what the next big team we have to play? I mean, we played Newcastle this Sunday.
Yeah, and United coming up.
Win. United. Is that coming up?
I don't know.
I mean, we would beat them
Yeah,
by last
yeah,
minute goal by Declan Rice.
Yeah,
Next big team we play is Liverpool, right? We'll walk through them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Weird.
I'm yet to see like a Liverpool game where I'm convinced like they are like truly back. They're not. Like
Don't look. Okay.
just
How
get-
about Darwin Nunez? No, it was not a back. That was a last minute comeback.
I saw something and it was like, I don't know, it's Darwin Nunez like winning the Ballon d'Or tonight in like
He's a beast.
dramatic fashion.
He's a beast.
Like, what if he just
Oh,
did
let's talk about Jude Bellingham.
that? He's the best player in the
Dude,
world
insane.
I genuinely like.
He's unbelievable.
I don't think there's like. I mean, he's so. I think
Yeah.
he'll be the best England player
Ever.
ever. And you got Wayne Rooney's like 18 years old, like scoring goals for England, but like Jude Bellingham, I've not witnessed a player in my lifetime where I've been like they have so much potential to be the best ever.
Yeah.
Like obviously like I watched Messi, but that was when he was already great.
Yeah.
Like I watched Bellingham from
Oh, we've never seen this. As
exactly.
us.
I mean, people were making fun of Birmingham for retiring his jersey when he was 16 years old.
Yeah.
He's
And
that good.
now-
Like, he's already better than everyone thinks he's better than Mbappe. And like,
I wouldn't say that. No.
I think he's the best
okay.
player in the world right now.
But yeah, and I think his ceiling is extremely high.
And it's so true. Like Mbappe's great and so great, but like he's a forward. Holland's a striker,
Yeah.
striker. Like Mbappe's a striker. Jude is like in the middle of the field. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that, in my opinion, like opens up a whole other like, just like the way people view him is gonna be different.
The engine on that guy, like you just
unbelievable.
watch him. Like I watched him for the Nations League with England, and he's just running everywhere,
He's huge.
like skilling everybody,
Yeah.
like scoring goals, and
And now he's doing it for Real Madrid in El Clasico.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
it's-
that
that's
fucking
huge.
ripper outside the box.
That's
that was
really
sick.
like if Wemby played for like the Lakers and
Okay.
the Lakers versus Celtics on Christmas Day, he scored like 50 this year. That's the NBA comparison. I
Okay,
think.
yeah,
Like-
probably more so.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
like it's just like
There's just so much more going into those games.
I mean,
Yeah.
no one's watching Christmas
could
basketball.
I know.
Jude Bellingham like not only be the best England player ever, but like the best center midfielder ever in the world?
I mean he's on the short list of like he has the tools to be one of the all-time greats already. Like I mean, and it's not like oh my god, he's doing so well this year. Like no, he's been doing this. He's absolutely on his like trajectory. His
And
physical tools are
Does
unbelievable.
it? Is he gonna stay in Real for a while?
Oh,
He will.
I hope he's a club
it's
legend
crazy
there.
because
He'll be a club
was
legend.
like he was like, yeah, I want to stay with Real Madrid for the next 10 years, and it's like, yeah, that's usually like the end of people's careers. He'll be 30.
Okay.
So
30 years old,
like,
and also
in his prime,
Time for
you know
the
what I mean?
MLS.
Like, yeah.
and also he's already a leader, right? Like
Yeah,
you saw it in England,
He'll
like
be the captain next year.
he should be the England captain.
Yep.
Like he, like just like I saw him in the World Cup. Like Harry Kane missed a penalty. He was the first one up there, right? Like he's like, come on guys,
Yep.
and I think like at that age, like having that experience, I think him going to Dortmund was the best thing he did in his career.
Yep.
Such a great decision.
Yep.
I really think he's gonna be one of the best players like I'll ever see in my lifetime. Like,
I think so
Damn.
too, and it's remarkable that I thought he'd be good with Madrid, but I didn't know he'd be this good this quickly with Real Madrid.
and I think like now like people like were laughing at Birmingham for retiring his jersey, but
No.
now you look at it and it's like respect,
beast,
right?
respect.
Like,
Yeah,
I know.
he's unbelievable. What's your take on United? Because I'm at the point where
know,
I'm glad they're losing, because there was a point last year and a low point in the beginning of the season where the talks were that the Glazers were going to sell, and then of course they finished the season on an upswing, and immediately the Glazers were like, no, we're not selling.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm glad, because now this is turning into a train wreck pretty quickly here, that maybe this will now push the Glazers to sell, and then it'll go for a huge number, probably $7 billion.
oh yeah.
So
That's
So
if they-
your
that's
two
if they
favorite
sell.
teams right now tanking.
As they should, though, because it's just like there's just not there's no path for United to be great under the Glazers' leadership. Like you've just seen too much of little blips here and there. A lot of the Ronaldo stuff of him being like,
Oh yeah.
and it's just the proofs in the pudding. This team can't develop young players at any junction. Like your best academy player is Scott McTominay probably, and he was signed when he was like 16 or something. Like
Yeah.
there's been no real style since Sir Alex, and Ten Hag looks over his skis. Ten Hag said, like, this is what I don't get about soccer, which is really interesting, like the quotes that you see.
Yeah.
Like Ten Hag just came out and said after they got thrashed by City, like, this team will never be able to play like Ajax did. And I'm like, okay, what does that do? Why are you saying that? Like, oh my God. Imagine if Belichick was like, this team's never going to be as good as the Giants were on defense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's just crazy.
It's
you
just
know?
things you don't have to say.
And
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
I think like what you said, like you're probably the most sensible United fan I think I've talked to in my life, because
yeah.
we've seen this cycle for years now, right?
Years.
Like people are on Twitter just Glazers out, go for run of 6-7 wins and they forget about it.
Yeah.
And that happens every single season.
Every
and
year.
now like
It can't, it's...
like I mean, how long are you guys gonna be mediocre for now, right?
This,
like,
the real, like, the Sancho thing is unbelievable. And it's like, like, you get this guy, he's one of the best young players in the world. People were talking about him in the same breath they were talking about Erling Haaland. They're on the same team. It was like, oh, Sancho and Haaland. Like, it's good. Sancho was going to play in Saudi Arabia in January.
Yeah.
Like, he's out of the United squad. Like, you can blame the player, but, like, it's so many failures on United's part to develop young guys. It's great. Bruno Fernandes is it's just, they have so many problems. And it's all stemming from ownership. Like, it's just cheap. They're cheap.
I mean, do you think about all the money that United spends like in the last few
It's not even
years?
a smart way.
And you look at the players they've got and the players that have performed, like it's like who's making these decisions, right? It's obviously not Ten Hag, is it?
No.
Right? Like
but then it's when he's like, just give me an Ajax player, but we're not going to be able to play like them, so I don't understand why he's
it's just short temporary fixes,
Yeah.
like Amrabat.
And Sir Alex, Sir Alex just bandaged, like Sir Alex, that's what happens when you have, one of the greatest managers ever. Like, that just solves every problem for 30 years, you know what I mean? And guess what? You don't have that anymore, so you're going to need other positions to step up in the organization.
But I think, unfortunately, though, like, I think it's going to take a lot for them to sell. Like,
I think so too. The reason why I say it is because they were in talks too last year to the Saudi Arabian guy, to the really rich English guy, I forget his name, and also to Apple, which would be interesting. But it just needs to happen. It needs to be a change. There's no reason why they can't be where Arsenal is right now. It's insane.
Well,
Like,
I think
I'm talking in terms of the last 10 years.
No, I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think the difference between Arsenal, right now, like money is being spent in the right areas. I think that's clearly been shown over the last couple of seasons, and I think like United backing Ten Hag is still a good decision. Because we've seen Arteta his first year, horrible year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now like they trusted him, and we got second last year. Could have won the league, and I think that. I think United still got to trust Ten Hag, but I think the ownership needs to like look elsewhere or just
The
like
stuff you
reinvent
hear about
the
the
whole
training,
process.
the training facilities too. I'm like, you're the second or third most valuable. You're a top 5 valuable sports organization, and you haven't changed your shit from the 90s.
Yeah,
It's just garbage.
It's like how can you expect young players to develop, right?
Yeah, and again, look at their they also own the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a historically dysfunctional NFL organization. So, yeah, that's my Manchester United rant. Any other footy things? You got any
What's
interest?
going on in the Champions League?
When does that?
I mean, it's
happen?
still group stages.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not sure when that happens. Again, but
Who's the favorite?
favorite to win the Champions League this year.
City.
Real.
I mean, yeah, like you could say Madrid.
United.
I'm still not convinced with Madrid.
They're
United might not even get out the group.
United's playing.
Yeah, they're playing in it. Yep.
Um,
Which is fun.
Like,
The league.
obviously I'm biased, but I think Arsenal could make a run like pretty far. Like, obviously I'm not gonna be delirious and say we're gonna win the Champions League. Obviously I would love that, but I mean, I think we have a good chance to make a run. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
This Arsenal team right now versus this Arsenal team November of 2022. Who do you take?
ooh,
And you were high on them at that point.
like I prefer.
The thing is now that the Declan Rice thing has been huge. He's been so good.
Declan Rice for Arsenal. He's. I mean,
He also is
yeah.
he's like a perfect Arsenal player.
Perfect Arsenal player.
Yeah.
Passion.
Yes.
Work rate. I love it. If we had him last year, I think there's no question we win the league. I think the way we're
But
playing.
you guys did win the league last year.
Yeah, thanks for that.
That's-
Yeah. We should have.
Damn.
But I think that lost my train of thought.
Declan Rice Arsenal.
I'm so depressed. I think the problem with Arsenal this year is I don't think we're playing how we were last year. Like, I think last year we were playing so much better than we are this year, and I think with the Declan Rice, he's obviously helping, but I just don't know. I think players are tired. I see Saka play, and I don't think he's got that extra edge as he had last year. Like, I see Jesus, he's getting injured. Like, I'm nervous, to be honest with you. Like, obviously I have high hopes, but I think that with all these games we have, like, coming up, Champions League, Premier League, all these cup games, like, it's going to be hard for Arsenal to really, like, do what they did last year, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Gonna be a battle.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not really worried about Liverpool at all.
Good.
Should
Good.
be pretty good.
I hope United loses every game from here on out. So just like the Patriots. And it's crazy how similar that United is to the Patriots. Like, great when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And a legend left, and now they're terrible. So,
Okay.
super awesome stuff. All right. Thanks for joining
It
us.
should be noted, Ben's from England, so
I am from England, so my takes do matter.
Yeah.
Grew up in England.
whatever
Yeah.
he's saying is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
All right. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Here we are.
My favorite segment of the week.
This is the best.
It's awesome.
Last segment of
What
the
is
day.
it? What are we doing?
Today we're gonna do a draft, another draft. I was thinking maybe like bucket list things, but let's make it unrealistic things.
Okay.
So things that probably will never happen.
Yes.
Because like a bucket list, you want to be kind of reasonable with yourself.
Yeah.
So these are just like things that are like super far fetched that you'd like to do someday that probably won't happen.
Unrealistic bucket list draft.
Here we are.
Here we are.
All right, who do you want the first pick? Do you want me
I
to
had
go?
it last week, so.
Okay, I'll
you
go.
now.
We should start doing a poll to see who wins.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Because we'll do that in the Instagram comments.
Okay, we're doing how many picks? 5?
5 is good.
Okay. With my first overall pick, I'm gonna say eliminate the wage gap.
Okay. Unrealistic. I didn't put that in because that's my realistic goal.
And in parentheses, I wrote I'm 6'3".
Okay.
So
Okay. Well, so
that's
that's
okay.
fine.
It's it'll
That's
never
fine
happen.
for
It'll
you.
never happen.
In my head, that's something I hope to do.
Haircut.
Oh. Everyone's all up in arms. I'm eliminating the wage gap.
gap.
It's like,
Big
sorry,
deal,
dude.
big whoop.
That's how it should be, bro.
That's how it should be, but it'll
Yeah.
never happen. But that would be my bucket list thing. That'd be number 1 for me.
Okay, that's on my regular bucket list. So I didn't,
It's 'cause
I
men
didn't
rule the
include it in
country.
this. Which I hate.
Hate it.
Hate it. Fucking
Fuck.
hate it, dude.
Pissed. I wish women could vote too.
Yeah, they can, which is awesome.
What?
Yeah, I know.
No.
Yeah, pumped with 1921. So
Damn.
yeah,
I missed it.
super awesome. Okay.
Coming up on the 100 year.
Yeah. That was a thing.
Was it really?
Yeah. Okay, I could answer you, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go with hang out with Robin Williams.
Okay.
Probably not gonna happen. But
AI?
well, it's unrealistic.
What's
Okay.
more realistic? Time travel? And then you go back in time and hang out with them?
Probably the AI thing.
Probably
because
the
they
AI.
can- the Facebook stuff they're doing is wild.
Yeah,
I
true.
don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
Robin Williams, coolest guy of all
Why
time.
him?
I've loved him always.
Okay, yeah.
The genie, one of my favorite characters ever. To
True.
put to screen.
True.
I would just love to imagine getting 20 minutes with that guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Murderer, though. Criminal. Would be in jail if he came back to life.
By your Sharia law that you impose, what are you talking about?
He killed someone.
Himself. Yeah. Okay. That's insane.
Yeah, that's bad. That was
Okay.
terrible thing to say.
Moving right along.
All right, I'm going to pick fall asleep without crying back-to-back nights.
Unrealistic.
Unrealistic. Will never happen.
What-
But it would be awesome for me.
Yeah.
Keep
that'd be
those
great.
pillows clean.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't. It's just not going to happen.
Well, you're an emotional guy.
Hey, sorry, I'm in touch with my emotions.
You are, and everyone always says it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Well, you're usually thinking about how you want to solve the wage gap.
Yeah, and I
It
get
just drives
pissed
you
and I
to
cry.
tears.
They're
Yeah.
tears of anger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Bad way. You got to stop doing that.
You gotta.
Just go to bed, man.
Just go. I can't.
Maybe starting tonight. 2 nights in a row. No, you're
Well,
you're too
I
worked up.
cried last night, so tonight maybe I'll be good.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see. All right, my second pick. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go marry Livy Dunn.
Not crazy.
Thank you. Thanks.
No, yeah, that's nuts.
Thanks you think that.
Yeah.
Not realistic.
Why is she your, like,
I don't know.
there's so many other hotter people.
Well, I think she's
With all due respect.
She's very gorgeous to me.
Yeah. No, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So
Okay.
shut it.
Sorry, man. All right.
That's my wife.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
All right, with my third pick, I'm going to take Fly.
Yeah. I mean,
That would be sick.
like without the assistance of an airplane.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
just fly.
Yeah,
like
not
Superman.
realistic, but something.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're doing unrealistic bucket
Yeah,
list.
not realistic.
Imagine you could fly everywhere.
That'd
be so dope.
Dude.
Wouldn't have to pay for flight.
Yeah, no, never.
Oh, would be awesome.
Never. That would be awesome. Okay, that's good one.
Thanks.
Really good one.
Thank you.
For my third pick, I'm gonna go be a clone trooper during the Clone Wars. Yeah. That'd be sick.
That would be.
Captain Rex and the boys.
I
the
don't
501st.
think that would be the best choice, though.
That'd be awesome.
Why wouldn't you want to be like a Jedi?
Because you got the boys, the 501st.
Yeah,
the
I know,
Captain
but like,
Rex.
all die.
I just have this weird thing in my head
With
where I
stormtroopers.
badly want to go to war.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Yeah,
I know you do.
yeah.
You just want to be blue collar.
But I would
low-key.
never. Yeah, but I would never do it in now. If it was World War II, I'm signing up tomorrow. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
right,
But like,
yeah.
I would never do that.
I'm
now,
already
'cause
there.
I think all foreign wars now are like pretty stupid. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, I would never do it. But like, oh my god, I'm itching to just give my life for a cause.
I know.
You
You
know?
really are. No, but I know that about you.
I'm not joking.
And like,
Yeah.
if like whatever you like, your creative side of your brain doesn't end up like panning out, that part of your life, you will happily just be a construction worker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Which I'm not
so
saying
good.
construction worker is easy job.
No, but I love
Shout
it.
out construction,
Love
but
it.
you would love to do it.
Love it.
Like
Yeah.
landscaping, awesome.
I'll do that till the day I die.
Okay.
All right.
My next one, I'm gonna pick go to Detroit.
Why?
I'd love to go. Motor
Why is
City,
that
baby.
not realistic?
Motor City.
Why is that not realistic?
I don't know. I don't think I'll make enough time. I don't think.
But
I'll
you
make
want to
enough
go.
of it. I really do.
Okay.
It's on my bucket
But
list.
not well enough.
It's just unrealistic.
Okay. You go everywhere.
Not a lot of flights to Detroit.
There's a bunch. Yeah, huge city.
I don't know.
Yeah, you go everywhere.
Yeah, I travel a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I know.
More than anyone I know, actually.
Well,
So,
Joe Biden.
I don't know Joe Biden.
I know of him.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, well, okay, factor that in.
Well, I just don't think I'll make it there.
Yeah, but you'd love to.
I'd love to see the city.
Yeah, I'd love to. We should go. That would be awesome. If we
I'd love to go, but I don't think I'll make time.
Not realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
How
on
much
my
was
it's on
that?
my bucket list.
Is that 4 or 5?
That was my fourth.
Okay, cool. So my 4th.
Yeah.
That was great. This is a real one.
Yeah.
These are all real. Sorry.
I know. What?
These are all real.
What do you think? The wage gap isn't a problem?
Sorry.
I'm 6'3".
I'm going to say, are you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm going to say running out of the tunnel as a member of the Penn State Nittany Lions on the whiteout game.
Dude, would be
Imagine
awesome.
being on the team.
You love all white thing. Okay. That would be awesome though.
That would be awesome.
Would you want to be the lion or you'd want to be?
Oh. No.
No.
I want to
Okay.
be on the team.
You want to be like
I can be the kicker. It's fine.
Yeah, kicker would
that'd
be
be
awesome.
great. I just want to.
running out would be
Oh my
awesome,
god,
dude.
crazy.
That'd be sick.
Yep.
Okay. I like that pick.
Thank you.
Last pick, I'm gonna say hang out regularly with Batman.
Unrealistic.
Yeah.
Really? I don't know if I'd want to hang out with Batman.
No, because I don't wanna do any of the fighting or any of
Okay,
that stuff. Like
yeah.
I don't want to climb the buildings.
Alfred, maybe.
I would love to be Alfred. I want to be Alfred to Batman.
Yeah.
I would love to make him food. I would love to like go in the Batcave and like crunch the numbers.
Sure. Yeah. Solve
And
the criminals.
He'll be like, "Yeah, dude, look, I brought this in.
Yeah.
Can you make me this?" I'd be like, "Yeah, dude, sure."
And you'd be like, I'm worried about you, Bruce.
"No, dude,
They'd be
someone,
like,
you
"Oh,
gotta."
I'm so depressed.
I'd be like, "Dude, get in touch with your emotions. I cry every night before I go to
I'd be
bed."
like, it's darkness everywhere.
Yeah, and I'd be like, "Can we get some money to pay all the women in the country?" And he'd be like, "Here you go."
There you go, I'm Batman. Why would I
Yeah,
do that?
wouldn't that be awesome?
I'm a hero.
To
Yeah.
chill with him on the day to day.
That would be awesome.
I
It might
feel
get
like-
a little depressing, so you need to do like pickleball every Tuesday night.
That's.
or
I
something?
think I
Yeah.
could get him out of his rut though.
Okay.
I
sweet.
think I
well, well, then we worry about Gotham because he's.
I know, but when you're on the real,
Yeah.
if you get close with Batman,
Yeah.
you start to care about him more than the city.
Well, that's why Gotham's. That's why Batman's there.
I know, but
Gotham will never.
I'm a
be
selfish
Gotham.
person.
Be number one.
I
Okay,
think
like
I could
that.
make him.
You could fix him.
I could fix him. I think I could fix Batman.
You could fix
That's
him.
my red
and
flag.
by fixing him, you're destroying Gotham.
That's
So-
my red flag.
Sorry, sue me.
That should be the next movie. Like the criminal is
Sweet.
Batman's best friend
Just fixing Batman.
fixing Batman.
That sounds awesome. Please,
Yeah.
don't take that guy's idea. All right, my last pick. I'm gonna say compete in the flag football Olympics in 2024.
Yeah. Again,
As soon as I saw it, I was like, So they made that.
Okay, that is the most realistic goal you probably have on any list.
Right.
I thought we were gonna get. I'm still in.
I thought we were doing that. Yeah. I saw that. Literally the first thing I saw, and I'm not lying, because it was just a split second, then the logic took over.
Yeah.
But that happened, and I was like, oh, so I could be an Olympian. I never thought the Olympics were in the cards for me, but
No.
I'm just hitting my
I'm
prime.
right there. Oh,
Yeah.
you're only 21.
That's what I'm hitting it right now. So
Is it gonna be like real NFL players? I think.
it could be.
Oh.
As of now, they said they're encouraging NFL players to play.
Huh.
So imagine just Tyreek Hill against like Guatemala.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be like the stars.
I highly doubt it will be, but also there's guys like Tyreek Hill with just like going off his personality. I wouldn't.
Would love to. I think it could be more like guys like Justin Ross or something, or John
Oh.
Ross, one of the Rosses.
Yeah.
Who's the really fast one? He was
John
bad,
Ross.
but fast.
John Ross.
Could be like John Ross.
Justin Ross, unfortunately, just got arrested.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well,
No.
I loved him. And
Did he
was-
commit a crime?
Yeah.
Hate him.
Yeah. So sorry.
Maybe I should have picked eliminate all crime. That was also real. That's
yeah,
real.
That's real.
Realistic.
Yeah, realistic. Any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I had to have sex with Jason Tatum.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say unrealistic.
I'm not gonna rule it out. That's
No,
why I didn't
no.
pick it.
I said solve world hunger.
Uh,
Complex issue.
yeah, but Elon Musk was all over it.
Complex.
He's like,
Complex.
so,
I don't have the brain for it.
is that really what you want to do? That would
Honorable mention.
screw up capitalism and
Honorable mention.
all
Honorable
that
mention.
nonsense.
We could do it.
There'd be a whole.
It's an unrealistic honorable mention.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Alright.
I think that was great.
I think that was a great draft.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What's on your real bucket list? Like one thing.
You know what's weird? I've like never really sat down and done a bucket list or anything. I
Hmm.
even thought about it. I don't think. I don't know why.
I actually made one the other day.
Really?
You want to scroll through?
What do you got on there? I'm trying to think.
Some of
what
them
I
are
even
super
have
like
on mine.
real, like
So my thing is, I
Life goals?
think, yeah,
My first
well,
one
life
is-
goals. Yeah,
learn guitar,
that's a good. I would like that as
learn
well.
Spanish,
Put that one on mine. Put both of those on mine, actually.
scuba dive in the Galapagos.
Oh, that's a good one. I should do that.
Um,
Satisfy some goals of mine. I think a lot of mine would be going to stadiums, but I'm trying to
Go to
think
all
which
the
ones.
national parks.
Okay, cool.
A lot of them.
Nerd.
Bake my own bread.
Okay, really cool.
It's on there.
Yeah, nice.
Drink lots of water.
Always good.
It's on there. I
do
wrote
that,
it.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
It's a lot of stuff like that.
I think I'd wanna. I think going to a World Cup game,
Spend time outdoors.
always good. Bucket list item.
No, it's future goals.
Okay, good.
So not
That's
like
great.
bucket list things, but
Nice. I think I want to go to like so many big sporting events just to say I've gone.
okay.
Like
well, maybe do it for yourself.
Okay, what am I? That's what these are for. I'm not making your bucket list.
You're saying to say you've been
No, I want to go.
to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You just said you want to go to these big games to say you've been.
Oh well, I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, okay.
I just meant bucket list items.
Yeah, no, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Big sporting events are.
I loved
awesome.
the Roma Lazio game. I was like, this is.
It was the coolest
best.
sporting event I've been to.
Yeah,
and
hands down.
first soccer game I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was awesome. So
Yeah, it was dope.
Just that stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, not important. All right, that's the show. Unless you have anything else.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Where does that rank on holidays for you? Top 5?
Oh, dude, bottom.
Really?
Give you a bottom.
I really love it.
I think for me it's how many holidays are there?
I don't know.
I'd take it last.
Really?
It's below Juneteenth,
Okay.
which obviously 'cause Juneteenth is first.
Right. Well, yeah, more important stuff there.
Yeah.
It's
Halloween
popular,
for me,
so-
it's like it's weather's now cold.
Okay.
I have to spend money to dress up,
Okay.
which I'm fine with. I like dressing up and dancing and stuff, but it's like
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like the vibes.
I mean, when I was a kid, it was probably up there because I love candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
My thing is, I love seeing it portrayed in popular media. I love it.
don't really care for it. I also hate scary stuff.
Okay, me too.
So
But I love Charlie Brown.
I like the
Great
color
Pumpkin.
orange.
Yeah, good. I like pumpkins.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for the holiday season.
You really
Black.
are.
Yeah.
for me, it's like it's the first holiday that starts holiday season, and I hate
The cold.
the cold.
Yeah.
And it's like
Right.
holiday season is the cold here.
Yeah, I like it.
So that's kind of why I'm.
I've
like,
historically had good falls. In terms
Okay.
of seasons,
great.
fall's usually.
You always have a
for
good
me.
like early August to start your fall. Ish.
All right, man, that's the show.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas probably, which is
Yeah.
generic, but I really like Halloween. I really
Okay.
like Halloween. I just love the vibes.
Flea Eve.
Well, that's one.
That's one.
Flea Eve is
I thought
one.
we weren't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just clear.
By the way, Flea Eve is 2 days before Flag Day.
Yeah, which we missed the last 3 years.
Well, last 21. All right. Have a great week.
Yeah.
We love you, and we appreciate the hell out of you.
And if you're listening, which no one did last time, remember that?
No one did.
If you're listening to this part right now, send us your address and we will mail you.
A full-grown giraffe.
I was gonna say the parts to make.
Blur that out. It's so much better now that I just.
Yeah. Does it happen a lot?
Yeah.
Penis. Is that blurred? Where's the line? I'm gonna start swearing.
That's
and
okay.
you tell me where.
All right.
Penis.
That's fine.
Butthole.
All right. Gross.
Gay.
Fine. That's just a thing, and it's not a swear. It's a sexuality. Oh, God.
Not that one.
That's the one.
Okay.
We found it. Okay. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.